Alright, what's up guys? Derek here from Simnett Nutrition. So thank you so much for joining me for another video. So I'm out here today in the snow, out in front of the grocery store, because soon we're going to be going in there and checking out some of the crazy labeling tricks and marketing gimmicks that companies use to get you to buy their food, or at least get you to buy it thinking that you're eating healthy when maybe you're not. So let's hop in there and go over some of this stuff. So the first one we're going to check out is pretty crazy. Like, this labeling claim is probably the worst of them all. Let's go check it out. Okay, well, all right, so it actually isn't as bad as it used to be. So on this cooking oil, they actually used to say that it was fat-free, like no fat in it at all, when in reality it is 100% fat. But I think they probably got called out by maybe the Canadian government or something. It is interesting that they still write on it that there's no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. And then you look at the ingredients, and in here they have propane, isobutane, whatever this is, dimethyl polysiloxane, but you know, nothing artificial or anything in there. And what also is crazy about this one, and this is how they got away with it before by saying that it was fat-free, is like, look at the serving size. So you can see here, they say that there's only 0.5 grams of fat in this, but that's in a 1/2 second spray. It's almost impossible to spray this thing for a half second. Like, imagine a half a second spray with this. It'd be like that. So anyways, don't be fooled. It is 100% fat, it is oil, and definitely not a good kind of oil considering all that other crap is in there. But yeah, it's a pretty crappy label if you ask me. At least it doesn't say 100% fat free anymore when it is 100% fat. So I don't know if you guys know, but like, my background is in marketing. I went to school for before I was a nutritionist, I went to school for public relations, and then I was just in marketing forever. So like, I see this stuff, and like, I remember like being the person like behind a lot of these like gimmicks and crap like that. Although I never really did food labeling, it's like still like on my mind. So this is another good one. This is a labeling ploy that a lot of companies use, and you'll see it a lot nowadays with things like protein and stuff like that. They say that, oh, this is high in protein, so you just assume it's gonna be healthy for you because it's like one of these buzzwords. Well, these guys have gone and done it with probiotics. So don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of, you know, dried fruit like this. It's way better than eating candy and whatnot. But yeah, it's just interesting that they've fired this on there to get you to buy some dried apricots. And I guess they know that people are gonna be buying dried apricots because they're high in fiber to maybe help with constipation, so probiotics is already on their mind. So it kind of makes sense, but when we turn it over, you see that it's a single strain probiotic, and we all know that, you know, multi-strain probiotics are definitely best. And they don't even really give you an amount on how much is in there. If you look really closely, you can see that it's 10 to the power of 6, which is just a million coliforming units. And with probiotics, you want it to be like a lot higher than that for it to be effective. Like, a lot of the supplements are like 10 billion and above. So don't think that this is gonna like change your life, your digestion or anything like that just by having a few probiotics in your apricots. I wouldn't pay more for it. KD, and even better, it's got vegetables in it. Smart vegetables. So this has got to be healthy, right? KD, it says smart on it, it's in green. It even has a little leaf right there. It says vegetables on it. So we got half a serving of vegetables per 50 grams, whatever that is. That's a third of a box. So you'll be getting 1.5 servings of vegetables if you eat this whole thing. So you got some wheat and then a little bit of cauliflower, and then everything else is just cheese and modified milk ingredients and that sort of thing. So you get a tiny bit of vegetables, but they neglect to tell you that you hardly get any fiber, and you get 15 grams of sugar, and then also like, what, 1,200 milligrams of sodium, but you get a tiny bit of cauliflower and wheat. Holy, eh? So don't fall for that one. But I know you guys aren't buying KD if you're watching this channel. Yeah, and then this one, look at this. There's not even any corn in there. No corn, just beef. What the heck? So energy bars and granola bars are another like type of food that has a lot of like, you know, false sort of representation on the labels, because people often perceive energy bars and stuff as healthy, and a lot of people that are on the go that are trying to be healthy like grab them as a healthy alternative. But as we're gonna see here, it's not always the case. So on the front of this one, we see that it's got some green, you know, makes you think it's healthy already. And it also says nourish with quinoa. So there's some quinoa in here somewhere, and quinoa is a really healthy food. It's high protein, we know that. So yeah, these have got to be good for you, right? So let's check it out. So you can see here what they've done with the ingredients is they have separated the types of sugars that they have. So you guys know the ingredients are listed here by weight. So the heaviest is going to be at the top, the lightest at the bottom. And what they do so that sugar isn't the very first ingredient, because it would be if they put all of the different types of sugars together here, is they split them up. So you can see we've got the second ingredient, sugar, third one, sorry, is corn syrup. Then we go a little further down the list and there's more different types of sugars. Get further down, you can see more corn syrup. And then when you look at the sugar content of this in one bar, there's like 9 grams of sugar, not a whole lot of fiber, not a whole lot of other nutrition going on either. So yeah, definitely just like make your own trail mix would be way better than having something like that. So we found another good one here. We've got some cereal Edge protein. This looks like the Razor Edge, eh? Is it? Like, anyways, very masculine looking cereal here, so I'm guessing this is, you know, directed towards guys like myself who are trying to put on some muscle, bulk up, and look, they're doing the job. It got my attention, and it's got 15 grams of protein in here, which, yeah, we all want more protein, right? Which is good. However, you gotta read the fine print, and look at that. It's when you add milk to it that it has that amount of protein. So they're not even claiming that this food has 15 grams of protein. They're saying that you have to add something else to it to actually get it to that number. That's ridiculous. That's crazy, hey?
Yeah.
We should, like, in my recipe ebook, we should be like, every recipe contains 100% of every nutrient you'll ever need in your life, and then at the bottom just be like, but you have to add those on your own.
Like add green powder.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
like something.
So these like water enhancer things are another thing that's like kind of sprung onto the market recently, which is kind of like pointless, right? It's like just drink water, and if you want it like flavored, like don't throw it on the ground. Throw some like lemon in there, some cucumber, or some frozen berries or something like that. Like, this is just crap. But anyways, I didn't have to tell you guys that, but let's look at this one a little bit deeper. So this one's the Mio Sport, which means it must be for athletes. And it even says there that it has some electrolytes in it. So then as we look at the side of the package here and look at the ingredients, you can see that they've basically just added like a bit of potassium citrate. Yeah, the 40 milligrams of potassium that's in here is really insignificant when you consider that a medium-sized banana has over 400 milligrams of potassium in it, along with so many other nutrients and electrolytes that are gonna help our bodies to recover if we are doing some type of sport. So yeah, don't be fooled by this label either. These labels are bad. So this is another one, like, this is ridiculous. So we've got the powdered iced tea here, and you can see that they say it has less sugar, has no artificial sweeteners at all, so you would assume that it's pretty low in sugar, right? We flip it around, looking at the ingredients, the very first ingredient is sugar. So the way they get away with it is that it's 25% less sugar than their original. So that's all they're comparing it to, is the original one. And that's so often the case with things like this, like when it says like lower in fat or whatever, sometimes it's just compared to the original product, not that it's low in fat, it's just lower than their super high fat crappy product that they're selling. Yeah, okay, see, this is exactly what I was talking about with that last one. They say that these are 1/3 less fat, and that's probably where everyone stops reading, but then the leading regular fried potato chips. And we're talking about like baked Ritz crackers here, and they're comparing them to potato chips. Oh! Alright, so we got kicked out of there. Yeah, we knew it was only a matter of time, but we did as much as we could in there, busting the labeling myth. So I don't know, let us know what you think of this video. I know it's kind of different, but I just wanted to get out of the house and do some other kind of videos today. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you guys want to see another one of these, we'll go to another grocery store and do another one. As usual, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely hit the like button if you guys like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. I have lots of other videos that are kind of different than this, a lot different than this. So check out my other material if you're new here. And thanks guys so much. See you guys soon.